Okay, guys, we're back at it again with four more drafts. First one here is round one of a 12-player slow sit and go. Pick number 10, and I'm just going with whatever's at the top of ADP. ADP's actually changed in these a little bit. Gibbs was originally going ahead of Brown and Wilson. Um, was he going ahead and Puka as well? So he used to be going, and Puka went early in this one actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Gibbs was usually going 9, and then it would go Puka, Brown, and then Wilson. But apparently Gibbs is falling a little bit. He's all the way down to 11, and Wilson is now 12. I'm gonna go Brown here. After I picked Brown here in the 10th with number 10, this has kind of been the only time that I picked Barkley, basically. If Barkley comes around to the 15th and there's nothing better, I'm desperately hoping that, like Gibbs or Wilson fall here, which can happen. Not often, but it can happen, especially because Gibbs is falling. And so is Wilson actually a little bit. So I wonder who's taking their place. Maybe Barkley. I don't remember what his ADP was, but I think Barkley's taking a little bit. I think Taylor might be up a little bit also. And I'm not sure what else. Um, but I can tell you Gibbs falling, Wilson falling just a tad because he's all the way to 13 now. So we're gonna go Brown. We're gonna hope that Gibbs or Wilson falls to me back at 15. If you guys recall, I do have a couple drafts where I got I think Puka at 11, and then Wilson came back to me at 14. Can we cross our fingers and hope that one of them falls to us at 15? We will. So let's draft Brown and figure it out from there. Okay, next one here. Hour left on the clock. Round 10. Pick 111. Oh, we're back looking at the Anthony Richardson draft again. And I don't think that you guys saw the last pick here. I don't think you did at least. And I actually did get Williams. So if you guys recall, just to recap again on this one, I'm digging this one so far. I took Richardson up here. My plan was to pass on tight end, which I did. When I got back over here, uh, Odunze was available, and I said I can take Odunze to pair with Allen. I can probably grab a running back I like right here, and then Williams should fall back to me right here, which he did. So, you know, made it happen. Got Williams. I'm back on the clock now, and I'd said that I could take Cole Kmet here but it would be a little bit of a reach if I did it. But if I couldn't find anything better, that might be a good pick. I still think it's a fine pick, but you can see it's well above ADP. And I was looking at kind of where I've gotten Kmet in other drafts, and I have had him fall past 130 on multiple occasions. So I got to cross my fingers a little bit, but I think he can fall possibly. Uh, Dallas Goedert only drafted once, but I'm not. I don't need a tight end here unless I can't find anything else. Not going QB because I got more than enough QBs. And right now, as far as wide receivers go, I got 5. I need more wide receivers eventually. I don't need one right now if I don't want to. I do want to hopefully grab um, AD Mitchell or Josh Downs. I think with Richardson, Mitchell maybe seems a little more exciting of a pick. He also goes earlier, but I might be able to get him because that's going to be cut it close, right? Between AD Mitchell and Cole Kmet. I might have to make a decision there between the two of them. I'd probably go Cole Kmet, maybe, just because Richardson can do more with his feet. That being said, usually the wide receiver there is a better pick overall. And I think I do look at that. I do have him ranked rather similar, 138, 134. So it would be a coin flip a little bit which one I go. I'd probably go Kmet still, I think. No, did I say? Yeah, I think I might go Kmet still again because Richard can go on his feet. And then if he doesn't fall to me, then I could get um, Josh Downs at 35, which would be a little bit early, but I have like 0 downs, so it'd be a reason to go finally take them. So I think that's definitely a thing. So that's what I'd be doing with wide receiver. And none of these wide receivers are particularly appealing to me up here at all. I mean, I'll take them if I got to, but I'm not jumping for it. Again, tight end, we're not wasting anything up here unless something crazy fell to us. Goddard's kind of fallen, but it's not a crazy fall, and we don't need them. We're sticking with our 3 tight end strategy. Running back. So this is AP rank. So Benson actually is falling a bit here, and I do have Harrison on my team. And that's a nice running back room, if you ask me. Start off with Gibbs. I like to start off with Gibbs in this one. Where did I get Gibbs at? At the 10. See, I told you he's been falling a little bit. I don't know if he's fallen a little bit because I took him at 10 here. And now I think we said he was 12. No, 11. 11. Still working out here. Gibbs, Warren, Benson. And then I got Benson and Harrison together right here. I think that if we can see who else is available running back, he is my number 1 ranked one. He's also number 1 based on ADP here. What we're going to do is we're going to take Benson here, and we're going to hope that Kmet makes it around. We're also going to hope that we'll just click on a couple very specific players here because of how this one works. We're going to hope that AD Mitchell makes it around as well. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to take Benson in this one, and that's going to give us a really solid 3 running backs, where we can then be patient on that. We don't need to take another one if we don't have to. There's Robinson here too. I like Robinson. Spears is interesting. Brown, I'm unsure of. I mean, some people like him, some people don't like him at all. There's a lot of interesting running backs over here. By the time I get back at 130, a lot of them up here are gone. There's still some interesting ones left, but I don't know if I need to take them based on what I got on my team, getting 3 running backs the way I do and what kind of coordinates really nicely with this team, and I can grab something else later on. Depending on how it falls. Okay, we're going Benson here. We're going to feel good about it. Oops. Drafted Trey Benson. Boom. Okay, next draft on the board. I got Watson queued up. Yeah, just because of ADP. I don't see Watson fall a whole lot. I don't have Watson on any teams either. On this team, actually, let's see. I think this might have been the team that I had. I drafted Ford like in the last round or second to last round. Maybe second to last round is what it was. Let's take a look. Yeah, I took Ford and then I took gone 3 running backs in a row. I actually took Ford here, hoping that Judy might make it here. It was going to be a stretch. It was a long shot, but I was hoping Judy would fall over here. And tons of wide receivers in this round right here. He didn't. That's okay. I like Dowdle. I don't know if I should have reached for Judy right here, but I didn't know that Watson was going to come back to me. So no, I definitely shouldn't have reached for Judy here. But basically, if you look at my team, I was trying to figure out like what am I going to do as I move through this draft? Washington QB already drafted. Actually, Stafford even got drafted in this one. Yeah, Stafford's gone as well. Rams drafted. Jets were. Is this the one where I took Williams? No, it's not. But the Jets QB also drafted. Yeah, also drafted. I got Phillies. Dallas drafted. Cincy drafted, and I got the. No, this is not the Bears. I'm getting some of these mixed up here. The Bears definitely drafted though. Chargers drafted as well. Jacksonville definitely drafted. So basically, I can, and I already got 7 wide receivers in this one too. Basically, I take Watson at a value and then um, take his last remaining wide receiver later on in Moore. I can get him in a couple rounds. So sometimes he falls, but I guess I probably wouldn't let him fall in this case. And I get Moore, and then I feel pretty good about that. And that I got a player that I don't draft a lot. I got another player I don't think I draft a whole lot, if I'm not mistaken either, at a value for the quarterback, and it correlates with the team. And it makes it so I can keep this a 2 QB build, and I can focus on building out running back, wide receiver, and then I think there's probably a 3 tight end build just because I only have one right now on it. And the two, I'll just get like 2 other tight ends that are, upside type of thing. That's what we're doing here. We're gonna go. Actually, one last thing. I only have 3 running backs. There are Wright and Chan. Okay, so I was looking at this. Yeah, so there are Wright and Chandler who are available right here. I like Wright more a little bit. He's a little past ADP. So is Chandler actually. Um, do I care which one I get of those two on the way back? So I think that's who I'd take on the way back. He's already got 4 running backs, so there's maybe a chance he doesn't take a running back, but you never know. I mean, there's a chance he doesn't take a quarterback also. Let's see if this guy's got some logic behind what if he's got a lot of logic or not. I don't think he does with 4 running backs already. No, he could. That being said, he's got Purdy and Mayfield with nothing there. He could take, it looks like he's taken a lot of stuff. Like this is based off ADP there. 12, 12 this is definitely based off of ADP right here. I think these might be based. So he's doing a lot of stuff. It looks like based off of just ADP. This is definitely based off ADP right here. So is this one probably. I think all of them are basically based off ADP as I'm looking through this. So I could see him taking whatever the top 2 players available are potentially. Just how he's drafting. So if he does that, I mean, if I skip on Watson, then he gets Watson, and then I got some other quarterback that I don't feel great about because I don't feel like it matches up with my team nearly as much. Um, if I don't take Watson, I take one of these running backs that doesn't help with any correlation there either. There's nothing else to go with Ty Chandler. Okay, I think we're gonna just be cool with whichever running back's left if he takes another one. He might not even take one, but he could. He could take both of them. If he takes both of them, what do I do? If he takes both of them, I don't know. We'll have to reevaluate. Leggett as wide receiver 8. I I I don't have a lot of him. He'd be interesting. Davis, a little bit of a reach. Not sure what I would do. Tight end? No, I don't know. We're gonna. I think we're gonna take. Yeah, I think we're gonna take him anyways. Okay, yeah. He can't really take 2 running backs, right? He's at 4. There's no way that he ends up with 6 running backs after this round. Okay, we've thought of this one too much for the most part. We are going with Watson and feeling pretty good about it. Let's see if he autos. No, he doesn't. He didn't have the circle. Didn't get auto. Okay. We got Watson. We got 1 draft left. This one's actually our tourney that we got going on, and I like this team so far. We're in the 10th round, and um, the last 2 picks I took were both running backs here in the 8th and 9th. Right here, Zach Moss and Brooks. I like these picks. It's a tournament, so I like Brooks more in the tourneys. Also, Moss, correlates with Burrow, and then Brooks is playing against, I believe it's Cincinnati, late in the playoffs. So, or like, yeah, one of the playoff weeks. It might be the last week, 17. But Brooks is a nice play here because I know maybe it's Tampa Bay that they're playing in the playoffs. But either way, I got a lot of things going on here. and I like it. It's just building out really well, in my opinion. I haven't done as many drafts, so maybe you tell me this is a horrible team, but I feel like I got a lot of correlation. I do think, as this is playing out, taking Burrow here, well, seemed odd because maybe I want to stack up Prescott. I think taking Burrow here was nice. Ferguson and Prescott ended up going, so I couldn't get either of them here to pair with Lamb. Part of me was kind of hoping Prescott would get taken so that I could transition and get some other players that were interesting over here. Um, Especially, I guess, once Ferguson goes. If they both stayed on the board and then you get them both here, that'd be really cool. I wouldn't have, I mean, I would have taken Prescott, I think, if he lands here, because you get him well past ADP as well. But he was taken. Moss ended up here. Felt good about it with Burrow. And then Brooks again here in this one. Hopefully he helps me get to the playoffs. I have, who do I have queued up on here? Two QBs queued up here. Just I think based on ADP is why I did, yeah. So that's why I had them queued up. So the quarterbacks are falling here a little bit. Um, and unstacked Dan, I think both of these unstacked is okay actually. Lots of targets to go around, and you got some legs and lots of legs, right? So they could, if someone was trying to push them around and you still had no quarterbacks, and then Washington has a lot of players after this as well that you can take. So I like taking Daniels a lot actually, and I got him on a lot of teams, more than I probably should considering he's a rookie. And I got Williams on an average amount of teams or so. Um, I could see myself taking this picks. Actually, this guy's on auto right here. I could see myself taking. I'm not going to, I don't think. I could see myself taking either of these guys. He's on auto. Let's see if he's got a. This is another one where I don't think we can really predict much of what's going on. This is another guy also. Look at that. He took McCaffrey, Jacobs, and then he goes and he takes White, Stevenson, and then Pollard here. When I saw the blue, I got nervous it was Brooks, but it was Pollard. Um, I doubt he'd take another running back here, but you never know, I guess. He could also take a quarterback, and you don't know which one. What I'm going to do on this one, and I was definitely looking at this one before this to try to figure it out. I think this might be a really interesting three quarterback build potentially. I was thinking of Burrow and then eventually um, just getting what's his name, Mayfield, because I ended up with both of the top receivers in Tampa Bay, Godwin and Evans. But I think this is a chance to maybe get Daniels. And Washington does pair up with Philly in week 16, I think it is. Um, and if I take Robinson here, I can then, if Daniels falls, I can take Daniels with the next pick. He's on auto. I guess he's not really following the picks exactly. Like he has his own rankings in there of sorts. So who knows who he ends up taking? I hope that he maybe is going to take Caleb Williams if he takes another quarterback, which is possible considering his ADP is better. Then I have him ranked better as well, actually. Uh, um, but I think Robinson, and then if Daniels falls, I take Daniels. That's an interesting pair because I feel like it might be counterintuitive, but I don't know if Eckler and Daniels, I don't know. I'm not a big high on Eckler anyways, but I think Daniels and Robinson might be a more interesting pair potentially, like a lot of option running. Does it open up lanes? And Robinson just runs a lot. It's kind of like when RG3 and whatever the name's running back was a long time ago had an awesome year with RG3 as a rookie because it opened up some running lanes. Does the same type of thing happen here? That's what some people are speculating. And I can see it happening. So I think we go Robinson, let see if Daniels falls. If Daniels falls, we take him. If Daniels doesn't fall, that's okay. We got Baker Mayfield later on that hopefully we can get. Um, and if we don't get him, then hopefully Chase Brown is available again. He's got 5 running backs. Hopefully, he doesn't take another one, and that would be interesting. I mean, Chase Brown, that's at ADP, so it's not like I'm getting huge values. And I already have Zach Moss. I don't love it, but Cincinnati's hopefully a high-powered offense, and I then have Zach Moss and Chase Brown flipping weeks or whatever. Maybe one of them becomes the lead guy guaranteed, or maybe just one of them hits my lineup every week. And then I got Brian Robinson Jr. Running me through the beginning of the season, and then hopefully Brooks takes off halfway through and becomes a player that takes me the rest of the way. I still have 5 wide receivers right now, which is more than enough based on where I'm at. 6 might be better, but I think 5 is okay with how I took them so early. Lamb, my first 3 picks were all wide receivers, 1, 2, 3. Then I went tight end, and then I went wide receiver again, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, wide receiver again. And so I should be good on wide receiver here. And also, if this plan comes to fruition, I got a lot of players that I can stack here that makes sense across 3 different teams. Cincinnati has a late round wide receiver and a late round tight end. Washington is a later round tight end and a number of wide receivers. And Tampa Bay has a tight end going around the same time as Washington, I think, as well as another late round wide receiver and a late round running back. And so I could be kind of just flipping between these 3 teams as we go along. And it's kind of placing a bet that is, probably very, hopefully high upside, also very high risk if it doesn't work. But that's okay. That's okay. I like the plan. Let me know what you think if you end up watching this. But we're gonna go, scroll down just a little bit, just a couple. Oh, no more than a little bit. Okay, we're gonna scroll down a couple of picks here. We're skipping the top 3 quarterbacks. We're skipping the top running back. We're taking a different running back. A little correlation, I think, with Philly, and then hopefully a lot more if Daniels falls to us. If Daniels doesn't fall to us, I might think about it a little more before I make that pick. So I might just stop it off there. But I'm hoping Daniels falls. If he doesn't fall, I'm probably thinking Chase Brown and just doing a double 2-headed Cincinnati backfield. Let's go Robinson and let's cross our fingers. See what happens. Gus Edwards, he went another running back, and Jacoby Myers. Wow. Okay. So I guess good thing that I took the running back first, and we got Daniels. And the nice thing about Daniels too is, if I really want to, and there's other things, I can just skip on Mayfield, or maybe try to push him around another round if I really wanted to, and see if anyone else really, really wants him. Let's see where White is. Oh, here's White. One of the 6 running backs right here. And he's only got 1 QB over here. So if I were to push Baker Mayfield past me, I mean, and he's at ADP or whatever, there's a chance that Cool to do then takes him. So I don't know if I can push him around. I could try. Good news, if I can push him around and he doesn't take him, then I can leave him there and watch him go around another 22 picks and see if I get lucky that way. So I could play this a couple different ways. Like we said, we're going to stick with our plan here. We're taking Jayden Daniels past ADP, and we got other stacking options to go along with that. And I'm pretty darn pumped about this team. Let me know what you think. We're clicking Jaden Daniels. And that is the end of this episode. Give me some feedback. See you on the next one. With that, peace.